Sunday racing action here at Gulfstream Park. We've got 11 on the card. The Rainbow 6 starts fresh. We'll send it upstairs to Pete Aiello with the scratches and the track conditions on the card.
The weather, it's partly cloudy. Racing has been taken off the turf today. We are off the turf. The main track is fast. The Tapeta track is always fast. In the first race, scratch number 1, Will of a Warrior. Number 5, Kryptonym. There's a jockey change to David Baracco. Scratch number 6, Swiss Slang. Scratch the 13, Kinsman Redeemer. 14, My Life Story, jockey Edgar Zayas. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, the man up front gets the first call and goes looking for the lead from Marceau, who gets away in good shape. Never Say Never works between them and ducks over. On the far outside, it's My Life Story into the top flight, and Red Barrio has rail position. Reggae Man is next. Homer Jones is wide on the course as Fall Furious saves ground. Then back to Tour the City and Crystal Quest as they run around the first turn. It's a stacked and packed group with the leader, the man, up front. By a length and a half, Marceau second, Red Barrio third, My Life Story fourth. Never Say Never in and amongst rivals while racing in fifth from Reggae Man in sixth. Fall Furious seventh toward the inside. Up to eighth goes Homer Jones. Tour the City is ninth. 10th at this point is Crystal Quest. And then it's a gap of 4 to the trailer, Kryptonym. Down the backstretch they go. The opening quarter was a measured 25-2. With the advantage, the man up front, and Edgar Perez there by a length and a quarter. From the outside, Marceau is second. Watching the action from the outside is My Life Story. Red Barrio stays parked at the rail. Never Say Never and Fall Furious together about 4 lengths off the speed. Then Reggae Man and Homer Jones. Tour the City tries to get a move on while 7 lengths off the speed. Crystal Quest not keeping up, and the trailer a long way is Kryptonym. And here's the move from Marceau to go after the man up front. It's the man up front still just a head advantage from Marceau in second. My Life Story is now third. Jose Ortiz looking for some place to go for Fall Furious. He's up to the outside. He's in the clear and loose for the drive. Off the turn and the stretch drive, Marceau. And the man up front with the fresh legs, it's Fall Furious. Down the center, coming at him and coming on. Here's Fall Furious, front and center, in front and going away. 3-1 here on Fall Furious, who kicks clear to win it. Marceau is second. The man up front is third. Tour the City with good energy late. He's up fourth. My Life Story to complete your high five in 141-4. And they're off a bit slow. Be a Sky Beam at the back. Good start at the rail for Ring Fund, who's one of the first to show. Here's the first-timer Bad Hombre moving up. Up on the outside, Sleepnare, and from between horses, That Magic Moment. Dropping back to fifth and angling over is Dancing Bullet ahead of La Minstrel, and the early trailer is Be a Sky Beam. Out of the chute onto the main track, That Magic Moment for a narrow lead. Ring Fund moving through at the rail to be right with the leader now, and up in the center, Sleepnare is now third. Back to fourth is Bad Hombre, working about 5 or 6 ahead of Dancing Bullet. He's engaged for his position by the 2 at the back, La Minstrel and Be a Sky Beam. They go to the opening half-mile mark. The quarter was quick and contested, 23-3. The leader is Ring Fund by a neck. That Magic Moment is second. Bad Hombre patiently handled by Edwin Gonzalez, racing in third now. These top 3 have gone 5 ahead of an improving Le Minstrel, who's at the inside of Sleepnare. Then back to Dancing Bullet and Be a Sky Beam. 46-2 for a strong half mile. Ring Fund has the lead. It's time for Bad Hombre to find a way through, and he does just that as he moves closer with an inside lane. From the back, La Minstrel is underway for Panici with a 1/4 mile left to go. Bad Hombre shoots through at the quarter pole with work to do as La Minstrel's on a roll at a 14-1 number. He's the chief challenger, still right there, That Magic Moment. Ring Fund is back for more inside. Off the turn and the stretch drive, way out the center. La Minstrel rolling home for Panici. He's down the center, coming at him, coming on, and he's front and center at 14-1. Le Minstrel will deliver on the class drop for trainer Nick Palmer. It's an upset in the second. Le Minstrel going away. That Magic Moment second, Ring Fun third, Bad Hombre, Empty Late, he was fourth, then Be a Skybeam. 139 and 4. Top by 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're off. Poor beginning from Riding Pretty. She was about 4 lengths slow to get going. The band was away quickly and works out to the center with the advantage from Empresselli, who's underway while second. Out in the center, Rosie's Halo is now third. Away in fourth is Starship Agenda, then Flakes. And after the bad start, Riding Pretty's a long way behind. She's 8 lengths behind the last horse. They make their way to the opening quarter, and La Band sets up shop out in the center with a length to play with. Flakes is at the rail in second. The quarter was 23 and 4. Empresselli is together with Starship Agenda. They're third and fourth, and Rosie's Halo way past the crown of the course while racing second last. Closing the gap a bit at the back is Riding Pretty. She's still better than 7 lengths off the speed with half a mile to race. Flakes has moved down inside under John Rivera to engage La Band for the lead. They went by the half and 46 and 1. From third, it's Empresselli. Fourth at the rail, Starship Agenda. Rosie's Halo scrubbed on while 3 wide fifth. Underway from last is Riding Pretty with less than 3/8 to go. La Band starts to go on the offensive again, and she's up to take the lead from Flakes, who tries to counterpunch with the benefit of the inside. These two have 3.5 on Riding Pretty, who splits horses from last. She's up into third and underway for Panici. Fourth at the inside, Starship Agenda through 3 quarters in 1:10 and 1. Off the turn and the stretch drive, La Band has the lead. From the inside, Flakes is fighting the good fight, but is back to second. Starship Agenda and Riding Pretty are next. 1/8 of a mile to go. La Band almost home. She's got her ears up, and she's got plenty out here. The favorite's a winner. It's La Band under jockey Edgard Zayas, reporting home 3 lengths to the good. Here comes her barn buddy, Rosie's Halo, to get second late. From Flakes in third, Riding Pretty was fourth in 136 and 2. They're off. Poor beginning from the inside for New Baby, about 3 lengths slow to get going. It was a quick beginning for She Loves to Move, who's headed off for the early lead, taken on for the advantage by Time Miss, who's in a bit tight while Headstrong in second. Out in the center, Perfectly Imperfect comes away in third. Far outside goes Spanish Girl. Kiki is next, with the first-timer Lady Bonaire racing between horses. Then Glossy Life, and after the slow break, New Baby, last of the 8, as they chase the speed of Time Miss. Time Miss and Paco Lopez taken on early by She Loves to Move through an opening quarter of 24 and 2. Perfectly Imperfect is in the clear, 3 wide third for Morales. Kiki is at the rail. Then Spanish Girl, the race favorite, is 5th, but she's only 2.5 off the speed. 2 back to Lady Bonaire, who's racing together with Glossy Life. It's a big gap, 4 or 5 lengths to New Baby, who's last of all, as they go 4.5 furlongs from the finish. Taking over the advantage, She Loves to Move, a half length better than Perfectly Imperfect in second. Time Miss is shuffled to third. Spanish Girl is 3 wide. Kiki's in the 2 path. In the pink colors, Glossy Life asked to quicken by Jaramillo. He gets a response there. She's on the move. Glossy Life into 4th. Lady Bonaire asked to quicken by Zayas, not responding. A long way last is New Baby. The new leader, Perfectly Imperfect. 48 and 3 for a half mile. Perfectly Imperfect from the outside. Glossy Life making a bold bid alongside Spanish Girl. They're in chase mode, second and third. That's all for She Loves to Move. Nothing else of consequence. They're at the top of the stretch. Perfectly Imperfect. Morales asked for a kick. He got one. She's still the leader. An eighth of a mile from home and 2 on top. Spanish Girl not done trying second. Down the center, Glossy Life is a flattening out third. Final 16th of a mile. If you back Perfectly Imperfect, you're feeling pretty good. She's 7-1 and well clear. Perfectly Imperfect is in front. Second was Spanish Girl. Third was Glossy Life. And after the bad break, New Baby. She passed horses to get up for fourth. 144 and 1. And they're off. From the outside, Beastly Speed was well served at the break, moving between horses. Diamond Cool. Cross Haste is not far away. Driving through between horses is Ensign Parker, and out the rail, Joe DiBaggio. Moving up in traffic is Classified second last. The early trailer, the late running Garuven, as they're almost 4 in line up front. Ensign Parker and Paco Lopez now stride forward to lead 3 parts of length. From the inside, Joe DiBaggio is second, angling 3 wide. Classifies on a mid-race move. He's up into third while on hold. A gap of 2.5 to Diamond Cool, then Cross Haste. Out the back, Beastly Speed, and Garuven is last. 22 and 3 for the opening quarter. Around the far turn they go. Ensign Parker leads by a length and a quarter. Classify is in chase mode second. Back to third is Joe DiBaggio. 2.5 to Cross Haste. He's a half length better than a dropping back Diamond Cool. Still out the back is Garuven with Beastly Speed just ahead of him as Ensign Parker tries to brave it up to the top of the stretch. Ensign Parker now a quarter of a mile from home and a neck in front. Classified trying hard while trying to get on terms. Joe DiBaggio, he tips off cover for an upset threat. They're at the top of the stretch. Ensign Parker, eighth of a mile from home and 3 on top. From the outside, Joe DiBaggio tries to catch Classify. Up the inside, it's Garuven. Here's a big late run from Beastly Speed. Ensign Parker not home yet. Paco wakes him up on the top end to finish it up. Ensign Parker clings and Ensign Parker wins. It's close then for second. Classifier Garuven. Beastly Speed is fourth in 122 and 3. And they're off. On the far outside, Cajun Brother and Competitive Saint, the first two to begin, moving out the rail. That's Quincy Cafe. The gray Tapham's not far away. On hold and in tight is King James, and Famous Gents out the center. Last of all as they go to the half-mile point. The leader is Cajun Brother. He's cleared all the inside traffic and leads by a length. Competitive Saint is second. From the outside, Famous Gent is now a joint third and forcing the second horse to move up now. In between horses, it's Tapham. Quincy Cafe is at the rail, and the trailer is King James. They went 23 and 1 for a very soft opening quarter. The pace picks up now. From the outside, Competitive Saint shoves the neck on top. Cajun Brother is second. Famous Gent is third and starting to run home a bit. So is an improving King James. He's wide on the course. He's within 4 lengths of the lead, and they're at the top of the stretch. Competitive Saint asked to quicken up. Toward the inside, Cajun Brother, Famous Gent. With every opportunity to get by, he's running home while third. Here comes Famous Gent. Down the center under jockey Jose Ortiz. And Famous Gent hits the front late. Famous Jet for Patter Pop Racing going away. Competitive Saint was second, closer for third. King James surging at Cajun Brother in 103 flat. And they're up. Motoring was quick to begin and looks for the early advantage from Seeking by the Storm, who's away with speed. Good, Better, Best comes away in the top flight. In hand, she's now third. At the rail, it's Always Royal racing together with Confer, only 3 lengths off the lead. Queen Damar is next with Rosie Tomorrow's. The early trailer is the late-running Miss Ukrainia. Up front, it's Seeking by the Storm, who gets clear to lead by 2. Motoring is there second. At the rail, Always Royal is now third as they try to slacken the pace early. From the outside, it's Good, Better, Best. Confer has to work between horses. Rosie's Tomorrow is on the far outside for Zayas, just inside her, and on a hold is Queen Damar. The trailer is Miss Ukrainia. 24-4 for the opening quarter. Down the backstretch they go. Long shot Seeking by the Storm, and Leonel Reyes by a length and a quarter. Motoring is second. Always Royals in the blue blinkers lurking to work between them. Out in the center goes Good, Better, Best. Widest of all, Rosie Tomorrow. Down at the inside, it's Confer looking for room, Queen Damar, and Miss Ukrainia last. Field separated by 7 lengths in the run to the far turn. They went 49-1 for the opening half mile. Here's Motoring to have her crack at the lead. 3 wide, Good, Better, Best. At the rail, that's Seeking by the Storm. Always Royal driven in fourth. Outside Rosie Tomorrow. Queen Damar comes under pressure. Confer is at the rail as they complete 3 quarters in 1:12-3. Less than a quarter of a mile to come. Good, Better, Best issues the challenge to Motoring off the turn. Seeking by the Storm is next. Trying to rally from off the speed is Confer. Down the center, Rosie Tomorrow. 1/8 of a mile to go. Good, Better, Best rouse forward on the top end and still has the lead. Fighting back. Motoring is back for more inside. Good, Better, Best, but Motoring with something in reserve. She drives forward and gives Jose Ortiz 3 on the card. It's Motoring for the money. Good, Better, Best second in 141-3. And they're off. Good start out wide for Goes the Clown, who heads off for the early lead, taken on by Valued Cajun, who speeds through between. Heathcliff into the top flight, moving out the rail. That's Pure Class. It's a logjam for the early lead advantage. On the far outside, it's Fort Charles racing ahead of Starship Mocha, and the one at the back of the field is Kuwait Towers. They make their way to the half-mile point. The leader is Valued Cajun, but only narrowly. Up and challenging second is Smokin' Jack Flash. At the rail, Pure Class getting started again as Goes the Clown. Wide on the course in Fort Charles. Heathcliff gets shuffled back. He's 2 better than Starship Mocha, and Kuwait Towers is last. They went 22-2 for the opening quarter, and they round the far turn. Valued Cajun has the lead from between horses, Smokin' Jack Flash. 3 wide and gaining is Fort Charles. 2 back to Goes the Clown. Pure Class is asked to quicken by Bravo, not responding much yet. A gap of 3 more to Starship Mocha. Heathcliff is not involved. A quarter of a mile remains. Still plenty of hopes here as they straighten for the drive. They drilled a half in 44-4, and Goes the Clown sweeping up out wide, trying to keep Pure Class from getting racetrack, but Pure Class has racetrack, and he's coming on with renewed energy now. It's Pure Class to take the lead. On his back, Starship Mocha. Goes the Clown on the far outside, but Pure Class indeed as he hits the front and wins going away in the end. Starship Mocha followed him through for second. Goes the Clown was third. Close then fourth. It was a photo between Valued Cajun and Smokin' Jack Flash in 1:17-3. Racing in the Orange Blossom. They could not have started any better. They were across the course at the start. Moving out the rail, Sister Luann reaching out to the early advantage. Alongside her is Sand and Sea from her outside gate. Sand and Sea goes after the lead, and she'll get it in the run to the first turn. Sister Luann is second from Battle Cry third. Fastest Flight a bit deep on the course. Cindy Lou Who just to her inside, and the gray Jan's Girl is at the rail. Paired off at the back here, Soul of an Angel and Coco. In the run to the backstretch, Sand and Sea has the lead for Paco, on top by a length. Off the inside, Sister Luann moves to a flanking position in second. It's a gap of 2.5 to Battle Cry, who's now third. Fastest Flight's in the pink on the outside. Jan's Girl is at the rail in front of the long shot Cindy Lou Who, then Coco, and Soul of an Angel's now last. Not much for an opening quarter, just 24-3 as they race half a mile from the finish. Sand and Sea has the lead by a length and a half. She went 47-4 for the opening half mile. Picked things up in the second quarter. From second, it's Sister Luann. From third, Battle Cry, Jan's Girl. Under a hold by Zayas, fourth and patient toward the rail. Three wide as Fastest Flight, back to Cindy Lou Who. Nothing much at all from Soul of an Angel as they round the far turn. Up front, the leader is still Sister Luann, taken on now by, Sand and Sea is the leader. Sister Luann moves to her. Jan's Girl's off cover. She's traveled pretty well. She's within a neck of the advantage. Fastest Flight wide and not progressing. Nobody kicking in from behind as Sand and Sea tries to go the distance here. Sand and Sea an eighth of a mile from home and two on top. Sister Luann, she's not done trying, but she's made no ground on the leader. Jan's Girl is next, then Cindy Lou Who. Out wide, Fastest Flight tries to get a placing. So does Coco. Sand and Sea went gate to wire to win the feature today, the Orange Blossom, by 3 in the end. Sister Luann was second, closer third, either Coco or Fastest Flight. They're off. And they're off. Another beautiful beginning. Run for the Hills, ridden for the early lead, and she'll lead narrowly. From the inside, Isabel Alexandra is looking for some forward position. Out in the center, Future is now, and widest of all is One Identity, and the run to the far turn. The leader is Run for the Hills by almost a length. From the outside, One Identity is a joint second, with Future is now alongside her. And it's a length and a half back to the rail and Isabel Alexandra. This favorite opening buzz is between horses, close enough if good enough. Outside of her and Leave No Trace. A gap of two more to Choose Joy, who's underway with 7 lengths to come. Then Play the Music, and Oh Darlin's last. The leader is Run for the Hills. Run for the Hills tries to get away. She whistled a quarter, but she's well clear. Run for the Hills off the turn. Choose Joy from out of the pack to go get her. Down at the rail, it's opening buzz. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Edgard Zayas trying to get one more furlong from Run for the Hills. Choose Joy has other ideas and is surging at the rail. Run for the Hills almost home, but Choose Joy's getting to her. Here's Choose Joy in time. Choose Joy ran down Run for the Hills and beat her at half a length. Play the Music is up third at 56 flat. And runners away. At the rail, if not for luck, fires away quickly from the far outside. Jam Session looking to get over. In between horses began in Greenpoint with Tottenham Mill away in the top flight. This favorite Italian Symphony is forwardly positioned on the far outside. They're back to Jerry's Turn and Seaver. In between horses goes Wow Wish and Christensen last of all as they round the far turn. Jam Session has the lead. From the back, Jerry's Turn is on a 4-wide sweep, getting by Italian Symphony. Began in Greenpoint is still second, if not for luck, third. In between horses, Italian Symphony not in an optimum position tactically. Getting started is Seaver while 4 wide. Tottenham Mills at the rail. Then Christensen from the back as they swing in. Jam Session with work to do. Challenges on either side. At the rail, if not for luck, down the center began in Greenpoint. Jam Session still going. 1/8 of a mile to go. Jam Session by 3. Here's Seaver from out of the crowd. Italian Symphony surging forward, but through it all, Jam Session still there. Jam Session wins. If not for luck was second, Seaver finished third, then began in Greenpoint, 56-3.
That wraps up Sunday racing action here at Gulfstream Park. We will be back with you again on Thursday of this championship meet. 10 races on the card. Have a good week.